Once again, we are back on Ek Boon Soch Ki Tea Talk Train of Thought. It's a series of an episodes what we are having with a legendary ad guru, Mr. Bharat Dabolkar. So thanks a lot for sparing your valuable time. What we have seen in most often B schools, like if you'll ask students they want to get into marketing, the first thing which comes in their mind, they will say, I would like to get into branding concept which are there. And when we talk in terms of their choice in advertising, they will say creativity. A bit confused, like how does the ad world which functions like. So like since your presence, I think we shall appreciate if you can share with our Tea Talk student audience, like how to make a career as far as advertising world which is concerned.
Yeah.
Like.
See, what happens is the basic misconception people have, youngsters especially, is that they feel advertising is all about creativity. Now, creativity is only a small part of advertising. See, advertising has many departments. So, you don't have to be creative to get into advertising. You can be a great people's person, you can have a great marketing experience, you can talk to people well, you can get into client servicing, where you meet the client. See, the client servicing guy is actually the basis on which everything is built. He has to go and take a brief from the client, get the right brief from a client, come back and explain that brief to the creative people, then go back and sell that idea to a client, then get that executed and made. So it's a very important job, a client servicing job. Then there is a planner who decides, if somebody, as we were discussing, if somebody comes and says, here's a new detergent we want to launch, then the planner decides what is happening right now in the market. What are the brands, what is their pricing, what are their plus points, what are the minus points, what are people happy with, not happy with, where can we plug our product here. So the planner does all that. So there's a whole planning department that does that. That doesn't have to do anything with creativity. Client servicing person is working as the via media between the client and the agency. The planner is working in terms of finding out the details of the market where we are launching a new product. Then earlier we used to have media department in the agency. Now we don't have that. It became a separate entity altogether. So you can get into media, which means you do media planning, you do media buying. Planning means that you decide this campaign is aimed at girls in the age group of 18 to 30. So what are they reading? What channels are they watching? On a particular channel, what programs are they watching? So media department has all that data. Then you have to go, let's say they find out that let's say housewives, we are trying to reach housewives with a new detergent or a new soap or a new whatever. And you find that the housewives are watching afternoon programs on Star TV or Zee TV. And you want to put your ads on that. So the planner decides that we should go on Star TV. The buyer has to go to Star TV and say, give me a better rate. That you may be charging 100 rupees per spot, but I'm giving you 100 spots. So I want to take it for 50 rupees. So a buyer has to then negotiate. So that's a completely different skill. These are all parts of advertising. Then there's research. There's two kinds of research. One is a research which is a pre-campaign research, which is you decide that I have 4 campaign ideas of 15 product pack designs. I go and talk to people and find out which one they prefer and why, and then create a whole report of why they like it, what they like, what they don't like. Then a campaign is created on that basis. Then there's a post-research, which means that the campaign is now released. Go and find out how it is working.
What is the impact of
it? Is it selling the product? Is it not selling? If it's not selling, why not? So that's a post-research. In research, there is again quantitative research and qualitative research. Quantitative means that you go and talk to 10,000 people across India with some basic questions. And you come with that whole and tabulate that whole the research. Quantitative means that you talk to 20 women in a group or 20 men in a group and get their discussions happening. So you get a deeper feedback. So which are lesser numbers but a detailed feedback. So there's a research department which does all this. So even in creative, there are two parts. One is the art side, where you people earlier used to go to JJ School of Arts, now there are lots of other institutes which teach you art,
Correct.
photography, art, illustrations, all those kinds of things. So that is an art director's job. So in creative, there is a guy who writes the words, the copywriter, and there's a guy who does the visuals, and they mostly work as a team.
So they make a storyboard and give it to
So
them.
they make a whole campaign. So if you decide that we want to use, somebody says that we want to use a film star for this campaign, we want to use Amitabh Bachchan for this campaign, because that's research has shown that will do very well. Then the copywriter would write the line depending on what he feels. Should it be Amitabh Bachchan talking and saying this, or should somebody be saying something about Amitabh Bachchan? Then the art director decides whether it should be the whole big picture of Amitabh Bachchan, or should it be a big picture of the product with a small insight. That's the art director's job. So there are these various departments in advertising.
Okay.
So creative is one part of it. Because people talk of creativity in advertising, everybody thinks advertising is all creativity. It is not. Advertising is marketing, advertising is planning, advertising is media planning, media buying, research. There are lots of departments, all equally important. So you shouldn't think that I'm not creative, so I can't get into advertising.
Okay.
You can be any of these other things that I mentioned and be a very successful advertising person. In fact, I think in today's times, most of the big agency heads don't come from a creative background. They've come from a marketing background or a management background.
Correct.
So they're not necessarily creative. So that's also another changing scenario. There was a time when like people like me or Piyush Pandey or these 3-4 of us, we started as client servicing and then moved into creative and did both. So I continued till now doing client servicing and creative both. But that doesn't exist anymore.
Okay.
So now agencies also are managed by people who are management experts, MBAs or marketing experts. They're not necessarily advertising people. So you don't have to be creative. You can be a great manager and run a successful agency. And creativity, then get into it. It's understanding creativity, not creating creativity. So
But
there are all
again,
these
I
options.
think, many of the management students still like if they want to enter into advertising, well, I want to create a brand, I want to make this brand big.
No, but all these,
So-
what I am now saying is what makes that brand big.
Correct.
See, as I said, Amul butter was an exception world over. That there was one man sitting and writing a line and it was going up. Every other Amul product that I launched, all the Amul brands. I launched Amul milk, dahi, lassi, milkshakes, Nutramul, everything I launched. Now they didn't work like my sitting in a thing and writing a line. There we went through this whole thing of what would work. For Nutramul, we were fighting with Bonvita and Boost and Maltova. Then what are they doing? What shouldn't we be doing? How can we beat them and get a bigger market share? So whole process went into that.
But the core of getting into the advertising world also, we can say it's basically the research which plays a very crucial role, as you have said about qualitative and quantitative.
No,
research.
all these things play a very crucial role.
Research.
Sometimes research kills good ideas also.
Okay.
Research
You get
is
lot
not
many
this-
insights
You get so
from-
many insights that you get so confused you don't know what to go with.
Correct,
And sometimes the instinct that you have may work.
Correct.
So it's a very, that's what makes it so challenging. There's no hard and fast rule that says this would work. Frankly, anything. It's like they say in films. There's nobody can tell you that this film would definitely work.
Correct.
It may not work. It may have the biggest of superstars and still flop, and it may still have nobody and become a huge hit.
Concept might be great, story
It
might
happens
be
in
great,
everything
like
that goes
it's-
on. So whether
If
it's
it
films
clicks,
or
it clicks,
theatre or
like-
advertising, everywhere this happens. That there is no formula that says this will work.
Being into an advertising, like many a times the clients, they reject your ideas, like maybe you might go with 5 or 6 different ideas, they reject your ideas.
50 ideas they would reject.
They reject.
Right? 5 or 6.
So
I mean, I'll give you an example. Not the right example to give students, but I'll give you. When I joined advertising, I was handling Britannia. We handled Britannia bread, Britannia, some parts of biscuits, and Britannia cakes. We were launching Britannia cakes. I just joined advertising, and they were making these. My art director would make 5-6 different packs and give it to me. I would take it to the client and show it to him, and he would say, look at them and say, नहीं यार कुछ मजा नहीं आया. तो ऐसे क्या मतलब? He said, नहीं, I can't pinpoint, but मजा नहीं आया, कुछ और देख लेके आओ. I would come to the agency and I would say, मजा नहीं आया, कुछ और बना के दो. Then next day they would make another 5. Again I would take it to the client. Then again he would go through that whole thing and say, "नहीं यार कुछ जम नहीं रहा है." Now the agency thought I was an idiot because I would never come and give them a brief. I would not say कि ये color अच्छा नहीं लगा, ये typeface अच्छा नहीं लगा, या visual अच्छा नहीं लगा. I would come and say मजा नहीं आया. I would repeat what the client was telling me. We must have made 50 packs. And nothing was getting approved. I would go every day with 7 packs, next day I go with 6 packs, and he would say, "नहीं," he would sit with the ruler and say, "नहीं यार इसका logo कुछ भाई अच्छा नहीं लग रहा है." I mean, there was one Britannia logo and there was Britannia cakes. इतना ही था उसमें, एक cake का visual था. At that time we were also handling, for Vijay Mallya, he had a company called Herbertsons, where we handled Dippy's jams and other things. And they had just bought Malhotras, which are those blade people. Topaz blade, and we were launching a sanitary napkin for them called Freedom. Now we had gone for a meeting with the client, and one Freedom pack was approved, design. So we came back and we said, "एक approve हो गया, celebration, दे बाकी के जो packs थे वो वहाँ पे फेंक दो." Now I had a meeting with Britannia the next day, so they had made some 4-5 packs for me to take. So I picked up one Freedom सैनिटरी नैपकिन पैक एंड फिर भी एक बना के दो यार, एक फ्रीडम निकाल दो, उसमें ब्रिटानिया डालो, रिमूव सैनिटरी नैपकिन दो, केक्स डालो, ले जाता हूँ, एक एक्स्ट्रा ऑप्शन मिलेगा हमको दिखाने के लिए. एंड आई टुक दैट आफ्टर सम 40-50 पैक्स, took it to the client and he said, "This is the pack, this is what I was looking for all this time. This says eat me, देखो कितना अच्छा पैक है ये." So I told people, don't buy Britannia cakes, it's packed in a sanitary napkins pack. But the point is, after 40 packs,
they are right.
So I always say in advertising, besides creativity, you need to have a very thick skin. You cannot get disappointed.
A lot of patience needs to be.
You face more rejection than in any other business. On a daily basis, you face rejection in advertising, and not by people that you respect. I understand if somebody very senior who is a great marketing guy rejects it. You'll find some trainee who's just joined there will come and say, "No, yeah, what do you think?" He says, "No, I don't like it. It's rejected." You have to keep a smiling face, come back, do something else, go back again with the same smiling face. He's a client, he's paying your money. You can't be rude to him.
But,
so advertising needs that diplomacy.
But today's youngsters, I think they are not having a patience. They want
They don't
fast,
have the patience.
fast.
Yeah.
And even the marketers will say, "I want campaign today, tomorrow it should be launched."
That they would say even that time. That everything was wanted the previous day. So that was always a given. That we had to work overnight. There were times when people slept in the office, artists and things, to work for a campaign. That's always there. But this rejection, unless you can take rejection, don't get into advertising. You have to have a strong heart where you can keep on going every day to the same guy that you hate because they rejected your ideas and you worked so hard on those ideas. You know they will work. You work day and night in creating that campaign. And some guy that you don't think knows very lot of stuff rejects that idea and he keeps doing it over and over again. And you still have to smile and go and meet him and say, "You're right, you as you rightly said." Advertising teaches you that diplomacy.
Keep on doing your creativity.
Keep on doing a thing and keep that smiling face. And say, yeah, you're right. This is what you like is the correct thing. It's sad, but that's the reality.
But as you rightly said, you should have.
Unless you have that, don't get into advertising.
Okay.
I mean, I when I was working in Dikunas, I had taken on 2 people. One was Kunal Vijayakar, who was that foodie. He was a sort of an artist come copywriter. And there was another guy with him called Sahil Surti, whose father, I believe, was a big Gujarati, Abid Surti, who was a big Gujarati cartoonist of those days. Now, both were very good. I would say, in terms of writing, Sahil Surti was a little better than Kunal. But he didn't have the heart to be in advertising. If he was rejected, a campaign was rejected, he would get so despondent, he would say, "No, yeah, this guy is an idiot. I can't go and meet him again."
Take the things to his heart, like.
Take the things to his heart. Then we told him that tomorrow we have to, day after we have to make a presentation. He said, "नहीं यार, अभी क्या करूँ मैं? I gave the best that I had." And he couldn't survive in advertising. He worked with us for maybe 6 months or something, and he said, "No, I'm quitting. I can't take this." So you need that strong heart to take rejections on a daily basis.
I think it's almost in you're talking some of sales also. You make a 99 attempt, and last attempt what you make, like maybe you can open in sales, like. So likewise in terms of an advertising also, like it's.
But see, advertising. What happens in advertising is that you know, you've raked your brains, you've come up with this great creative idea, you've come up with 5 creative ideas, you worked on it day and night, you've done photography for that, you've done all that, you've made maybe scratch films for that, you've made print out things, you've done a research of that, and then you go and then in one line that guy can say, no, I don't think this is working, and the entire thing is wasted. And he says, come back next week with new ideas. And if you can't come up, then we'll go to other agencies. There's always agencies waiting in the wings to say, we have better ideas than this. Every client of ours,
will say like,
they always have 10 agencies going and meeting them and saying, sir, we have great ideas on your product. So give us a chance. And all clients give them a chance. It's a free thing. They're not paying for it. So this is what is required. That a thick skin to take rejection is very important.
Any hierarchy in advertising, like how one can get into the entry level and then can go higher up in the ladder?
Yeah, advertising, that's the best thing of advertising is that if you're good, you don't have to go through different rungs. You rise very fast.
Rise very fast. Come with a creativity.
But if you're not good, in normal government jobs, you'll still keep on getting your things. But in advertising, you won't. You'll remain at the bottom. But if you're good, you'll rise very fast. So there are hierarchies, but there are greater chances of progress in advertising in terms of rising high, because if you're creative, if you're good, your clients like you, then sky is the limit.
Correct. I think as far as advertising which is concerned, we got a very good insights from Mr. Bharat Dabholkar. Like you need to have patience, you need to face and rejection which is there unless and
it has no glamour. People don't get into advertising thinking there is glamour.
Yeah.
That you meet good looking guys and pretty girls. You don't.
Correct.
That's not the thing. Advertising is a behind the scenes job. You're working quietly. The guys who make ad films meet those models. Guys who are photographers meet those models. You don't meet models. You create campaigns. You don't meet them. You may at least go and hang around and see them for 2 minutes. But so don't get into advertising for wrong reasons. I mean, I've gone to colleges and I've given and saying, why do you want to get into advertising? And somebody said it's a glamorous thing. I said, it's not a glamorous world. Not at all. It's very taxing. There are no fixed hours of working. You're better off working in a bank, which you get over at 5 o'clock or 6 o'clock. Here, there's no time limit, and there's no glamour. And then somebody else said it makes you famous. I said, no, advertising does not make you famous. I said, how many advertising famous people do you know? They said, we know Alec Padamsee and we know you. I said, you don't know us because of advertising. You know us because we do other things like theatre or whatever.
Correct.
And I asked them questions. I said, tell me 3 campaigns that you think are the best campaigns. And somebody said, this campaign. And I said, who's written that campaign? 90% don't know.
They don't know.
Maybe 2% will say, this agency, Low Lintas has done this. So Ogilvy had done this. And I said, no, who wrote that? Who's the person behind it? They don't know. Even advertising people don't know who writes which campaign. So it then make you famous. See, we got not famous, but at least known because of we did other things. We did theatre.
Correct.
So our interviews would come someplace, and with my luck, Amul butter was something that always fascinated people. People always want to know who writes Amul butter hoarding. So when one media thing catches that, then it becomes a big thing. Everybody comes to you and interviews you. But otherwise, you don't know.
I think it's a great, like if you want to get into an advertising world, we had 4 episodes of Mr. Bharat Dabholkar where we have seen from a vernacular language from Marathi, being a law student, being a management student, how he entered into the creative world, then he switched over to theatres, then again from theatres to a movie, and again like into the advertising world. But I think overall what we have seen, legendary Mr. Bharat Dabholkar is a simple, down-to-earth person, a creative mind, a crazy mind, I would say. I'm sure there's a lot of insights to what you have given. Our T-Talk audience, I think, will get more insights and they can make their career into the advertising world. But again, as rightly said by sir, don't take this as a glamour. I think stay connected, stay with your creativity as such.
And it's a great business to be in, because the line that you've written, the name that you've given a product, when you see that it's successful, when somebody comes and says that Fruity is great, I think maybe 25 years back I thought of the name Fruity. I wrote that line. Until today people remember that and say this. So that satisfaction, that something that you've done, countrywide people are responding to that, remembering those lines, remembering your campaigns. So it's a great feeling which no other business gives you.
So that's a great simplicity what we have seen in whatever your creative things which are there. Let it be in terms of your Worley Davidson auto rickshaw. Let it be in terms of father of an English. Let it be in terms of the ads what you have created. Such a simple ad, but connect to the right target audience where you understood what is the urban market and rural market all about in your creativity. So thanks a lot. Thank you very much
Thank
for
you,
being
sir.
part of an
Thank you. Thank you
God
so
bless
much.
you.
I
Thank you
hope
very much.
It helps the
Thanks.
students.
Thanks.
Thank you.